Just dropping into sitting and noticing the simplicity. It's so simple, and sometimes we make it quite hard. So resting in that simplicity, just coming to a place where, yeah, I'm right here. I'm not somewhere else. I don't need to be somewhere else. I'm in this body, this clay vessel, representing all the elements. Connected to the earth with my feet. And to honor the earth is to pay attention and to feel her pulse, her rhythm. To do that, we have to feel our own rhythm. And the first rhythm is always the breath, the one that's with us from birth to death. So we focus in on the breath. In the Bible, it's said that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. But actually, before the Word was the breath. There's no word without breath. And the breath was the first word of the earth, the wind. Created by the different temperatures, the changes. It's how the earth cools and warms itself. Like your body, the earth is a self-regulating system. The hydrological cycle evaporates the air, lifts the water content up from the earth. The wind moves it around in the currents of air. And every second in that cycle, 100 million gallons of water fall as it's distributed naturally around the earth. And just feel the roots coming out of your feet down into the earth. And have a sense of being rooted. And feel the roots going all the way down to the very core of the earth and absorbing all the nutriments, all the minerals, the humus of the earth, coming right up through the rootedness into your own body, made of the same substance, part of the same cycle. As you feel your rootedness, you'll feel a connection with other roots. Roots of the standing ones, the beautiful trees that breathe in our out-breath and give us fresh oxygen. Breathe that in, just feel that. The cycle of photosynthesis. It's an alchemical process, all of it. The system has intelligence. Everything is connected, and everything affects everything else. And we and the earth are in a new cycle. Scientists are calling it the Anthropocene. The first time in the history of the earth that the human presence has become dominant over the natural systems. Think about that. Breathe on that. Our actions are affecting the natural cycles of the earth, which means they're affecting all of us. Currently, scientists says that we are in the 6th mass extinction. Hundreds of species disappearing forever, every day. Never to be seen again. Never to be heard. And yet we are the earth. We're part of the system. We've become the dominant part of the system. And only we can change the direction that things are going in. And how do we do that? Well, we do it by waking up. There is no foreign enemy that needs to be conquered out there. And there's no blame to place on those people because there's no separation. How do we awaken? Start by being attentive to where we are right now. How do our habits impact the system? The food we eat, the things we buy, and the things we do, because we're not two, we're one. They affect everything. So at this critical time in the Earth's evolution, it's just as much a critical time in our own evolution. How do we partner with the Earth? We listen. We listen with our whole body. We ask the Earth and the Earth guardians and the elements to teach us how to live in harmony with the Earth system. We look for congruence, first in ourselves, in our speech, in our thoughts, in our actions. We express our gratitude to the plants, to the elements, to the animals. Perhaps we ask for forgiveness for our transgressions and the transgressions of the human family. And not to beat ourselves up or make ourselves wrong, but actually to embrace our birthright, which is our essential goodness. It's time for that essential goodness to flower, to reawaken, to feel that deep interconnection with all of life. To breathe with the earth. To be joyful in her bounty. To lead a life that's eco-centric rather than ego-centric. To live with humility, which comes from the word humus, the earth, deeply connecting with that, with compassion for ourselves and all the nature beings, for kindness towards the earth and all of her offspring, generosity, being thankful for all the gifts that we receive with every breath, with every bite, with every word. Can we bring beauty and love and compassion just a little more every day in recognition of our interbeing with all life, our co-creation of life on this beautiful planet. So we send out our prayers from the heart in gratitude to the earth and all the elements, to the ancestors. May we be wise in our actions, kind, compassionate, loving, and joyful. And let that be our gift on this day of celebrating the earth. May every day be a celebration of the earth. And let's just take a few breaths and feel that longing to be connected. Because we already are. It is our innate wisdom to recognize and live in that kind of a harmony with each other, with all earth life. We send out our love and our prayers. And we pray that this practice will inform us throughout the day and the days ahead. And just breathe into that as we begin to bring ourselves back into our room, fully into our body, fully planted here on this beautiful planet.